twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down, Freedman. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look.
They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Parks. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 42 yards.
And the Saints will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we got no shot. You've got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Off play action. Freedman. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he's got his man on the out route. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. It's Brewer. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 34. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brewer.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Fighting his way through contact. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again. Early in this wild card game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Friedman throwing the out route incomplete. That's Butler. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Operating from the gun. Friedman able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Friedman toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Off the play fake. Friedman.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd down now, it's Buchanan, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back into 24. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Friedman. Throw left side complete. That's Buchanan. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Friedman. Throw left side, going to be caught by Butler. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. On 1st down, Friedman. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Off play action. Friedman. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board.
Right, and even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Weber. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun.
Weber. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Weber. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for
a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Weber. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be... Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Second and 10.
Operating from the gun, Friedman. And he comes back with one complete.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Looking to throw. Friedman. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now an option play on second down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Brewer. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Weber. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on 1st down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Saints continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 20 line. The Rams offense now make. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Buchanan. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Friedman. Throw left side, caught by Butler. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry up. From the gun on 3rd down. Friedman. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Back to throw. Friedman to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. And that is caught. But the bank judge right there to say incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And this, a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
Let's go.
Steps away to his left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a give right side. It's Brewer.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Weber. And bringing it in, it's Davis.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. It's Brewer. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And finally down at the 32-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Brewer.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Throwing on first down. Weber. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
On 2nd down, it's Brewer. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put big check marks up in the locker